Hello and good day. My name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In this video, what I'd love to share with you is a question that I've been continuously receiving related to local link building. What links to build first? How many should I build? What order should you be building them in? How often should you be building them? And then what is a price that is suitable for a local business owner to pay? Where should I go? What other types of links should I get? And then what is next after you do the essentials? All of that, I'm going to try to combine this as fast as I possibly can, give you as much information as you possibly can so you can walk away from this video understanding what your next steps are. First and foremost, here's the essentials, okay? When you're just starting out, if you have a local business website, I'm sure you've heard these terms before. Citations, okay? Don't mind the writing. Just enjoy the information. I hope that you enjoy it, all right? 2, directory, okay? Directory. 3, aggregators, okay? 4 is going to be press release, okay? With these 4 essentials, all right, these can all be done at one time, okay? The prices of these, or when to create these, are as soon as you have your pages on your website that are related to the services and the locations that you provide them. For instance, if you are a AC repair, okay? If you have your homepage, okay, this is your homepage, all right? And on your homepage, you do AC repair, AC replace, okay? Let's just say those are your 2 services. And you offer these only in one location. Let's just say it's Fort Lauderdale, okay? So you do these services in Fort Lauderdale. You have your service pages. You have your homepage. You have your About Us. You have your contact. You have your fax. You have your website up. You know who you service. You know who you provide services to. You have the pages and the location service pages up. Alongside of that, on your Google business profile, I'm sure you have this already, and it's already been synced to Bing, and you have Apple Maps as well, right? If you don't, do it. If you already have your website up and you have your GBP, that will mean that you have one of the most quintessential citation directory listings there are. Because if I have my website, okay, this is my website, and I have my Google business profile, GBP, okay? On my GBP, I list my services and where I provide them, correct? Yes. So on my website, I'm listing the same services and service location, right? With that being said, these are the cornerstones. This is the initial step that you need to have before we can start digesting or start implementing the rest of our strategy. Let me share with you an example. Come on over here. So I'm going to share this screen with you, okay? So like I just mentioned, I just want to point this out to you. Citations, okay? Generally 50. Directories, okay? And there's all different types. 100, don't be swayed. Keep everything simple. The simpler and faster that you can do things, the better off you are. You're an AC provider, a personal injury lawyer, a chiropractor. Don't get caught up in all this technobabble. I need my initial citations. I need my initial directories. Unsure on what you need exactly? Look at your competition's name and address in Google and see what shows up. I'll actually give you an example, a tutorial, a guide, so you can see what your competition has. Stick with me. We have 1, we have 2, 3. It's called aggregators, and I'm going to go through all of these things with you. Okay, aggregators. 4, PR. Okay. The reason why this is the order to start, and mind you, we already have our website that lists services and locations, right? You have that already. You've already attached your Google business profile saying, hey, we offer these services in these locations, right? You've synced it to Bing to say we offer these services in these locations. Once you have GBP and Bing, then we can say, hey, Apple Maps, we are this business offering these services in these locations. You with me so far? Excellent. Now here, let me share with you the difference between citation and directory. There's only one simple way of giving this to you. The only difference is that any business, whether you have a business email or a verifiable text message, right? Like an actual phone number or a verifiable email, I can go and sign up and lay my name, address, phone number on a directory website, whether it's a real business or not. I can get as many of them as I want. A citation, a actual citation like Yelp, well, they're a double verify. They make you verify through either text or they make you verify through email to validate and verify that you're actually a business. Are you with me so far? Excellent. So I brought up an example. I don't know who this is. It's just for an example. AC Repair in Fort Lauderdale. Okay. Now I can see here that the second business is Quality Air. To the right-hand side on the screen, if you can see this, let me just double verify this. Okay. Yes, you can. Okay, great. On the right-hand side, you can see the information that they provide. All right. If you are wondering what citations directories, paid citations or paid directories that your competition has, you find the name of the business and the address of the business like this. Okay. So I make it easy because I'm using Plepper. This is a free Chrome extension. There's a million of them. Okay. You don't have to use Plepper. Just look up Google Business Profile Chrome extension. There's tons of them. They're free. They're free. Okay. They're Chrome extensions, so you can find this stuff. You get the address, okay? Quality Air Conditioning Company. We'll open up another one, okay? Here, I just put this in here. You go like this. Quality Air. I'm not even going to type in the whole thing. You go like this. You put it in quotations, all right? And what Google will do, let's just do this. Let's just do the address because I didn't type in the whole address. We're doing this live now, remember. So we just put in the address and quotation marks, okay, of Quality Air. As we go down, LoopNet, this is a place that lists locations. I could go and sign up for one of these. I know this is a real estate website, yada, yada, yada. This could also be considered a directory, all right? Any location, any website, it's called an unstructured listing, okay? If I can go and put my name, address, phone number on there without a double verification, that's a directory. Even this site is a link back. I could consider that a directory. Lots of Fiverr providers selling this as a directory, okay? Now, as we scroll down, MapQuest, okay? These could be considered a directory, all right? Scroll on down the list. Where? This is a directory. Bird Eye, this is a citation, okay? If it's double Yahoo local, citation. If I need to double verify, citation. If I can just list anything I want without double verification, directory. Why would Google value anything at all that's a directory if it's not double verified and there's no proof or validation? Because Google values quantity. If I have 100 directories and 50 citation sources that say, hey, Chris Palmer is an SEO expert at 30 West Broad Street, and he offers backlinks, citations, directories, press releases, and aggregators, and I have 150 websites that say that I do that, and on top of that, I say that on my website, well, guess what? That's what I do. And that is why you're doing these operations. Are you with me? This is part of this strategy as soon as you start your campaign. Set up your website, set up your service location pages, build your directories and citations where? To your homepage. Why? Because if you're only doing let's just say you're in the AC category, okay? All the services I provide are in this same category, right? Yeah, I do AC repair, I do AC install, I'm a contractor, but it's all in the same sphere. It's all in the same niche, right? It's the same topic. It's the same thing. And I only operate in Fort Lauderdale. Well, then I build those citations and those directories to my homepage. Why? Because I only operate in one location. I do basically the same thing. And 3, your GBP, your Bing, your Apple Maps, This is everything that they're all connected to the homepage. If you're a multi-location, then you can start building your secondary or satellite offices to your internal pages. But I'm talking to you, business owner, who has one location. You offer a magnitude of services all in the same niche, but only servicing one area. Build them to your homepage. All right. So now are we on the same page? Do you understand the difference between a citation and directory? It's not that one's better than the other. We want them both. The only way that one would be better than another is that if I look at the top 3 performers, all right, for example, if I look up Cool Air USA here, and I grabbed his address and his phone number like this. I grab this, copy, I come up here and I say Cool Air USA, okay? And I put this in quotes, or I do all in text, and I do a search. I'll show you that one next. See, we look down this list here, and what we're looking for is we're looking for citations and directories, but they're specific types. You see, there are differences between location-specific citations and directories and niche-specific citations and directories. Niche and location-specific, aka will cost more money than a general type. You see, if you go to chrispalmer.org right now, I'll sell you your 50 citations, your Yelp, your Monta, your MapQuest. I'll sell you your 100 directories for $30, right? These are your general citations, okay? You do these at the start of a campaign, all right? Everybody and their uncle can do these. The reason why there's a premium, or the reason why you pay, is because it's a very tedious process. It takes a lot of time to fill out that information. It's a real pain, right? So business owners will charge. Now, sometimes there will be a premium for location specific or niche specific. And how you find those is just how I just showed you. You search for your competition's name and address. You put it in quotation marks, or you will do this. You'll take the address and put all in text like this. Remember, I got Cool Air USA. Okay. This is a competitor in the map pack. I put all in text. All right. Colon. And then I put a space. And now I search for this all in text. I can either do quotation marks with name and address in quotes, or I can do all in text, space, and then the name and the address. What this will bring back is it will bring back all instances that have actually said the business's name and complete address. The only place that will show up is either on the competitor's website or on a citation or a directory or in a PR. All right. Now, what we're looking for when we're looking for the top 3 in the map pack and we're looking at the top 3 to 5 in organic is we're looking for occurrences, similarities between location-specific citations and directories and niche-specific. Are you with me? For instance, example, everybody's going to have these same 50 citations. Everybody's going to have these same 100 directories. You want to go and get those. But sometimes what you'll notice, I'm just going to use this as an example. I'm not saying this is the quintessential, but sometimes you'll go and you'll see, hey, my 2 top competitors in organic and maps have a paid Better Business Bureau. They have a paid Yahoo Local. Okay? They have a paid Easy Local. And do you think that it's a coincidence that those businesses that are above you, ranking in either maps or in organic, the ones getting your calls, do you think it's a coincidence that they've been in business for 3+ years? They have these 50 citations, these 100 directories, and they have these exact same paid citations or directories? No, it's not a coincidence. These are the ones that you want to go and buy. And I just showed you how to figure out what your competition has. Go buy those. You with me? Okay. Now that's citations and directories. When you build them, as soon as you have your homepage and your location service pages up, that's when you go and get those set up. You can come see chrispalmer.org if you need your basic citations or directories. You can go to the big Dundatas, right? There's lots of companies out there that'll rank relatively high, and they're going to charge you $2.50 per citation. But you can come see a guy like me. I'll give them to you for $0.25 a piece. You can roll the dice and go see a guy on Fiverr, and they'll bill him for 2 cents a piece, but that's up to you. I'm just giving you the options, all right? Do not pay extra for a dashboard. It's not worth it, all right? These are free to build. Next, let me go to the next thing. Aggregators, okay? The easiest way to explain an aggregator is that there's manual submission and there's programmatic submission, okay? Again, everybody and their brother's uncle is building citations and directories. Any SEO agency, any guy that just got out of mom's basement and wants to start a company, they start building these, okay? I did it 20 years ago, so that's how I know, right? So this is not hard. Aggregators, and these are done manually, okay? Aggregators are programmatic. So yes, you submit a manual submission, all right? And let me go through this with you. We're going to talk about aggregators now. These are next on your list. These are all done in the first 2 months of your campaigns, all right? Should be done the first 30 days. Here's what they are, okay? So Data Axle is going to be one of them. And remember, when you go and sign up for these programs, they will haunt you to purchase what they have, okay? Just like your bird eye. Data Axle, Axiom, GPS, yellowpages.com, Monta, Experion, Yahoo Local, I think, does one. Foursquare, okay? These are the assets. Here's another one for you. Come over here. Local business data aggregators, okay? I feel like I missed one. All right, take a look at this picture. This is a very old picture. I've been looking at this picture since 2011, right? Maybe before. But take a look at this. Info Group, Axiom, Localese, that's like Data Axle now, okay? Yext could be considered one, but they're going to try to upsell you. All of these places, okay? This is a picture for you in case you get lost. YP, right? This is a really good one. If you go over to a competitor, it starts with a B, BL. They do citations, they do directories. They sell it for $120, okay? You can go to each of these websites, Data Axle, Axiom, GPS.com, YP.com, Monta, Experion, Yahoo, Foursquare, right? You go and you can submit your business information manually, just like a citation or a directory. What it will then do is give you, there's no set amount, but you will end up getting an extra 20, an extra 50 backlinks that show up inside of your backlink profile. I call this programmatic citation link building. But all you're doing is you're looking for instance, here's an example, Data Axle, data aggregation submission for local business. Okay. All right. Let me find the local listings. Okay. Come to this website and claim your business listing. This is an aggregator. I believe this was either Localese or Axiom or Newstar. Data Axle bought it. But Foursquare, Data Axle, Localese, Yellow Pages, Foursquare, if I already said it, GPS.com, Experion, go and sign up. Monta is another aggregator. You go over to your favorite AI and type in local aggregators that are not the ones that I just listed for you, right? YP, Foursquare, Axiom, Newstar, local business data aggregation submission. Get the list, go and submit them. There's probably 12 of them. That is next on your list, okay? So far in the first 30 days, what did we do, boys and girls? Ladies and gentlemen, right? Well, what did we do? Well, we created our website. On our website, we said, hey, we offer these services. In this instance, it's AC repair and AC replace, okay? Repair, replace, and why not let's do AC contractor, okay? And this is our homepage. So we have a main home base, a main hub that says, hey, we are this brand. Here's our name, address, phone number. Here's the services we provide and where we provide them. Wonderful. The very next step that we wanted to go and do, so we're just going to call that whole little system that we just built together, that little spider, we're going to call that website. The very next thing that you're going to do is you're going to go out and you're going to create your 50 citations, okay? You can come see chrispalmer.org, or if you have a trusted vendor or maybe you want to build them yourself, doesn't matter. Build them. This is going to solidify, this will validate or help validate to all of the crawlers, all the similarity-based engines out there, to Google, to Bing, to Apple, to everybody, that, hey, here's a website, here's a business that offers these services in this location. Here's 50 more sites to validate that. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to build out your general directories. Directory. We like to build 100 of them, okay? Why 100, Chris? Why don't you just build 10? Why not 20? Why not 1,000? We have found if we build 100, different businesses have different amounts that will actually be taken by Google and other search engines. They will be valued, okay? Instead of figuring out and spending all the time which sites are going to be valued for you, why don't we just gather up 100 that we know have been tried and true over time? We build the 100 for a very affordable price, and we let Google sort it. Do you want me to charge you extra for the time and all of the resources it will take to figure out the exact ones that are right for you? Or you just want to pay $30 and let Google sort them out and you just end up with the best? That's up to you to decide. Citations, $50. Directories, $30. I shared with you a process to figure out the paid citations, paid directories that are either location specific or niche specific. Remember, we did it together, all in site or in quotations. There's usually 2 or 3 that are paid that all the winners have in common. Some of these will generally be either Better Business Bureau. Sometimes it's paid easy local accounts. Who knows? All niches are different, but they're usually location specific or they're going to be niche specific. Figure out which of these the winners have in common and go build them. These are usually going to be a yearly fee, okay? So these are called your paid directory, DI, or citations. Okay, you with me so far? Citations, directory, paid. But then we wanted to do the programmatic. Let's take it one more step. Remember, our goal is to validate and verify to Google and the rest of the world, hey, I'm Chris Palmer. I offer these services in this location. Without a shadow of a doubt, we're creating a digital footprint together right now. That's what I'm sharing with you how to do. This is the strategy to create a digital footprint when you're first starting out as a local business owner for a fair price. There's companies out there that'll take you for the ringer. They'll charge you $5,000 to do this. All right? Serious. Here's the next thing. Come on over here. Just because you don't know any better, don't let people take advantage of you, my friends. Because they will. Okay? Don't let them. I hate that. All right. So here's the next thing. The next thing is the aggregators. Aggregators. Okay? Now, aggregators are those companies or those business listings. This is programmatic citation or directory building. I'm sure there's some fancy guy out there, gal out there that could maybe pitch this a little cuter and nicer. But at the end of the day, this is programmatic citations. You build 5 to 6 of these manually yourself, and you'll end up getting an extra 100 to 200 links for free. And that's the bottom line. And that's why this is valuable. On top of that, these aggregators are done after the citations directories. This is phase 2. Why? Because the aggregators validate the manual submissions that you've done. This is last after you've built your paid, your directories, and your citations, okay? This is essential. I'm giving you the process. I'm telling you how many. I'm giving you the prices. I'm giving you the order, okay? Here's next. All right, friends? Here's the next step, my friend. So we've done the aggregators. Now, I know we've drawn this out a few times. I enjoy doing it. That's why I got this board. I hope you don't mind. I enjoy making these little spiders. I hope you're with me, okay? But now I just want to let you know, in 30 days or less, we've built our website, right? We've done our 50 citations. We've done our 100 directories. And we've done our 10 aggregator listings, okay? We've also gone out there and we've sank all of this business information to Bing. We've also created our Apple maps, okay? And then we've also submitted to any other search engine out there. There's a lot of search engines. There's a lot of other, these could also be considered aggregators, but these are web asset aggregators, not business data aggregators. There's a difference, okay? On top of this, I know this is outside of the scope, but this should be done. I know it's outside of the scope of today's conversation, but these are links and they need to be done, all right? You've also gone out there, all right, other than the aggregators, the citations, the directories, the paid directories. You've also created your Facebook business page, your Reddit, your subreddit, your X, your LinkedIn, and your LinkedIn business page, right? These are all linked together. Doing what? Saying the exact information that you said on your website. Hey, I'm this business doing these services in these locations. What do the directories and the citations say? Yep, that's it. That's the business. Here's the name, address, phone number. Are you with me? We're reiterating this information continuously. The next step is this. Okay? Here's what you need to do next. Okay? Here's the next and last step that I want to give to you. All right? The very next and last step is once this is done, remember, this takes about a 30-day process. Okay? Once this is done, the very first press release that you're going to initiate and issue. What's up, dude?
What's up?
How are you? I don't smoke. I know, but I don't. No, I don't. I don't have anything of that nature. I'm almost done. How are you, buddy? Come say hi. Come say hi. Come see. I'm just about done. I was doing my live stream. I wanted to say hi. Right here. What up, little Chris in the house? They can't see you. You're too short. Let's go see him. Ready? Oh, gosh, he's so strong. What's up, bro?
What's up?
How you feeling?
Good.
Hot as heck in here, right? No AC here. Oh, time. Here, let me finish out my last statement of information, okay, son? 6'7", really? Is that how you feel?
No.
Here, if you don't mind stepping out, son. Or just step to the side. I'm in the zone, bro. Look at me. I'm in the zone.
Yeah, boo-boo.
Talking about my favorite thing. Did Sissy just ask me for a freaking lighter?
Yes.
Do I look like I smoke?
No.
If you booze, you lose, and if you smoke, you'll die, right? Dude, I'm trying to win. We don't do that stuff. Are you crazy?
You have a
I'm
pencil.
a winner, dude. What's that, buddy?
You have a pencil.
Pencil or pen I might have. That I have. Every good businessman needs a good pen, right?
Yep.
Right. Pens I have. Lighters I don't. Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to finish the last step. What I was explaining to them, I know this is hard to understand without the explanation, and I apologize, is this. All right? Remember on your website, you've built everything to your homepage. Here, please don't. This is work. Here's the last thing. Okay? But I love you, though. You're my main man. I'll let you slide because it's you.
Oh, yeah, and Dad.
What's up?
I played some Roblox.
I'm going to play some Roblox right when I'm done. I need a little break. I'm going to have some lunch. Take a break. I got to talk to the construction guy. I got to talk to James about our electric. Little Chris and I just bought a new house.
Yeah.
What?
Your brain rounds are
Are they on right now?
No, they're gone.
Why?
Your brain rounds.
You stole them all.
No.
Who stole them?
No one. I rebirthed. Now you got a second floor.
I do. Oh, okay, that's fine. Open that door up, please, son. I left the door open for you. Did Sissy walk with you across the street? Did she walk with you down here? Okay. Better have. Okay. Where was I? Oh! All right, last thing. Sorry about that. So here we go. Here's the website. All right. And then you've also built your location service page. Location service page. Remember, for our example, we had our AC repair and we had our AC replace, right? And then I think I did what? AC contractor. So I have all that stuff ripped out because I'm taking down those lights. Be careful, okay, sweets? Those lights that are there because the water was running down. I'm ripping all that out. Don't mess around in here, okay? Be careful, okay, buddy? Okay. Because I'm boxing all this stuff up. We're out of here. It's not safe. Okay. But stay over there. And this was AC contractor. Okay? Website, AC repair, AC replace, AC contractor. Now here's the last step. We've done the aggregators. We've done the citations. We've done the directories, right? We built those links to the homepage. 100, 150, that's 2, that's 350. Anywhere between 350 to 400. All validating our brand, our business, who we are, what we do, where we're at. Our digital footprint, right? Cost, you want a cost? 50 direct citations, about $50, 50 to 60. 100 directories, $30. The aggregators, we just started doing those. I believe we do those for $50. Okay, I think we do 8 of them for 50. The next thing is going to be a press release, so PR. All right, and this is one of the things that will tie everything together. Why? Because inside of your press release, there's some wonderful information. You see, in the bottom of every press release, there's what? Name, address, phone number, a link out, and on top of that, the business owner's name. And inside of your press release, they're all connected to each other by what the press release people call tags, but what you and I would call keywords. So I have my keywords here, and what do they say? AC repair, AC replace, AC contractor. What is my article about? Well, the title of the press release is Chris's AC contractor just opens in whatever location, right? You get 2 outbound links. Well, where do they go? One goes to this page and one goes to this page. You get up to 3, but you also get to embed your GBP or a video, right? And there's always a link down here that goes to the homepage. So you get 3 outbounds and 1 to the homepage. And this press release is anywhere between 500 to 1,000 links. And what does it do? It revalidates all of this information that we just built. That is the strategy when you first start out. This is how you set your digital footprint as a local business owner just starting out. And remember that little shield we built? Facebook page, LinkedIn business page, YouTube, right? All of this information reiterates who you are, what you do, and where you're at. On your website, you say, hey, this is who I am, what I do, and where I'm at. On the citations and the directories and the paid citations, who we are, what we do, where we're at. Then on the authoritative sites, aka press release, distributed to 500 different websites, syndicated, what does it say? Here's who we are, here's what we do, here's where we're at. What is Google and every other similarity-based engine? ChatGPT pulling from 2024 or before, they have to do a web search to figure out anything that happened after June of 2024, right? Well, what do you think shows up? The stuff that I just pumped, that's what shows up. You with me? Where everybody's spinning their wheels, don't spin your wheels. The game is still the same. You just have to do more faster, okay? I think that brings it all together. All right. Let's wrap this up. Okay. And we're going to go a little like this. step number 1 is do your 50 citations. Okay? This is all in month 1. 2, build your 100 directories. Where do you build them? To the home page. To the home page. This is for single service, single location. You could do multiple services within a niche. But if it's just one location that we service or like a county that we service, build them to the home page. Next, we're going to look for our niche specific, putting it in quotes or all in text, colon, with the name of the business and their address. All right. This is niche specific or geo specific. Remember, we're looking at our competition to see, have they paid for any citations? Have they paid for any directories? And if they did, which ones did they buy? Go buy them. These are generally going to be a yearly cost. Okay. This can range anywhere between $50 all the way up to $500 a year. But it's the cost of doing business. Okay. These are essential. So these could be anywhere between, I've seen them anywhere between $10 all the way up to $500 a year. Okay. And you might need 2 of them times 2. 50 citations, 50 to 60 bucks. 100 directories, probably about 30 bucks. These niche ones, sometimes if you're just buying them by themselves, they could be $10 each, all the way up to $500 each. And sometimes they're yearly. The next thing we want to do after this is done, is going to be number 5, aggregators. Okay. Those are their sites like YT Local, Foursquare, Monta, Experian, GPS, Data Axle, these types of sites. Okay, they're free to build, but again, it's a pain in the butt cajombas. All right, we do these, I believe, 8 for 50 bucks. There's other sites out there like Bright Local. They'll do, I think, 5 for 120. I've also seen Web20 Ranker do 6 for about 100. There's options. You don't have to use me. Look around. But you know what you need to build and when you should build it and what's a fair price and what's a ripoff, right? I think you should know these things. All right. If you want to know what the market price, when you have 1,000 businesses, I'm not saying go to Fiverr, but if I have 1,000 people all doing the same thing, and these 1,000 people are all about in the same range, and then I go out to a company that's ranking number 1 and they're charging 10 times the cost. Don't you want to find somebody that's in the middle? We're all selling the same thing. Don't pay more for a dashboard. It doesn't make sense unless you have money to blow. I don't. But if you do, by all means, do whatever you want. Here's next, 6. After we've done all these basic things, the directories, the niche specific, the aggregators. Aggregators was step 2 or phase 2. Okay? This is first. Phase 2 is the aggregators. Then to reiterate. And to build links to the internal pages and your homepage. And you're just reiterating who you are, what you do, and where you're at. You do a press release. Okay? Now, there's different levels of press releases. Now, you can get basic press releases from chrispalmer.org at a cost of 65 bucks. That'll get you 500 links. That'll get you your writing. That'll get you your links to your pages, your internal pages, your home pages, your embeds. It'll get you everything. 65 bucks. Then there's premium, where you're getting, the only difference between the two are you're getting premium links. Things like Yahoo, AP News. You're paying for a higher quality link. You're still getting the same writing. You're still getting an embed. You know, there's all types of marketing jarble out there, but a general press release distribution, regardless of where you get it from, pretty much all the same. There's 2 levels. There's regional or there's global. Okay? I can get you both. Here's the difference. This distribution basic is 65 bucks with writing. The big Dundada with the better links, those are 300 bucks with writing, but you get 700 links. You get your embed. You get a little bit better of a quality of writing, right? It's a human as opposed to AI. You get your embed. You get listed on higher quality sites. But at the end of the day, it's to reiterate or to revalidate the digital footprint of who you are, what you do, and where you're at. This is the process. If you're a local business owner just starting out, this is the order. This is the cost. This is the strategy to first start set up. All right. This is what you look for. This is how you do it. I think I laid out everything. All right. I'm going to come over here and see if you have any questions. All right. Do you? Let's go see. If not, then we'll be on our way. Hello, everyone. Hello to you, Khaled. Good to see you, sir. Crypto Cobra. Let's say a business is only online. What citations would you build? Brand name, then a website. Okay. If a business is only online, do you have a registered agent? If the business is only online, is it actually a registered business? What address did you give? Where is that business located? Where does that business receive business mail at? Okay. Are you actually a real business, or did you just set up a website? These are questions you have to ask yourself, brother. All right. If you're only online, there still has to be a place to receive business mail. It's law, unless you're outside the United States. Okay. I don't know where you're at. So that's that. Next, Adam, any mastermind update? Yeah, go over to SEOmastermind.org. Please put in your email information. Once I get 20 people that I want to meet with every week, we're on. But there's YouTube Mastermind that we meet every single Thursday, and you can sign up for that right now. I look forward to seeing you all. My name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org and the SEOmastermind.org. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for your time. Many blessings, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Look, Chris! You okay? Boo, boo, boo. See you guys. Bye-bye.